Welcome home. Alright, so just a warning, this video is an opinion piece. It's just my opinion, so try not to get too triggered if you're an Epic fan. I think they have loads of potential in the gaming industry. I just want to explain why I think Ubisoft abandoning the Steam Marketplace for the Epic Game Store with the Division 2 is a scummy move. I would also like to state I have no problem with the Epic Game Store existing, with it being competition with Steam and having another option for buying games. Epic Game Store has a load of potential and it could be an amazing thing for gamers and gaming as a whole. That's not what I'm upset about. First off, I want to go through what I love about the Epic Game Store and what I think it does better than Steam. The thing I think is really awesome is they actually listen to the community and things that they're not doing right. Just recently, they had a minor controversy with the Better Business Bureau, giving them an F rating due to customer service, their refund policies, and currency exchange issues. Just within a couple of days of articles discussing the rating, they resolved one of the issues that affects everyone, that being their refund policy. They have now implemented the same refund policy that Steam adopted, providing refunds of games within 2 weeks of purchase and less than 2 hours played for whatever reason. You can now literally refund just if your nipple hurts and you decide to take your anger out on the newly purchased game. They also give out a free game every 2 weeks, available to anyone who snatches the free copy during that time frame. I now own 3 new games I didn't before because of this amazing program, all 3 of which are great games. Subnautica, Super Meat Boy, and What Remains of Edith Finch. The next game is going to be the Jackbox Party Pack. Epic also appreciates the value of content creators, and they show this appreciation through the Support a Creator program, where users can enter a code of their favorite creators and the creator will get a kickback for what they purchased. It can be games or even in-game items such as Fortnite skins. Epic knows that creators can have a huge impact on the success of games, and they use this program to show that appreciation. It's also opt-in for publishers, so they're not forced to use it. And if a publisher opts to participate, creators who refer players to buy their game will receive a share of that revenue, which is also set by the publisher, which is tracked by the code or an affiliate marketing link. To jumpstart the creator economy, Epic is even covering the first 5% of creator revenue sharing for the first 24 months, so the first 2 years. They also have a much more fair revenue share with developers, offering a 88-12 split, which compared to Steam's 70-30 splits, that is quite the difference. And if you're using the Unreal Engine 4, they'll even cover the licensing cost when you sell your game on the Epic Game Store. That means you're getting an extra 18% compared to Steam on any game, and if you're using the Unreal Engine 4, you'll be earning an additional 23%, which can be a lot of money. However, there is one caveat there. You have to remember that revenue isn't just black and white. Sure, you'll be earning a much higher share of each game sale, but the question is, will you make as many sales on the Epic Game Store to make up that 18% difference? You have to understand that Steam has a much larger PC player base than the Epic Game Store has, and you have to remember it isn't the same market right now. Epic Game Store has a smaller user base, a lot of which consists of younger gamers that have the application for a free-to-play game. Most of the people that play a lot of Fortnite mainly only play Fortnite. They also spend most of their money on Fortnite skins. So I have a hard time believing that as of right now, Epic Game Store will be able to make up that 18% difference for total game sales. Steam isn't just simply a game distribution platform, it's also a massive marketing tool. That's what a lot of people don't seem to understand. Just yesterday, for example, Steam had over 17 million concurrent users online at once. It was confirmed that Steam has over 90 million monthly active users. Putting your game on Steam guarantees you more sales compared to competitors, at least if you're a well-known developer or publisher. But the Epic Game Store offers a guarantee right now that your game will be seen by players, as there is very few games available on the platform as it stands. So if you're an indie developer, I totally understand you immediately hopping over there. So if I'm so supportive of the Epic Game Store and I'm positive about it, why am I so upset that the Division 2 is skipping Steam and going to the Epic Game Store? Well, it's actually quite simple. The Division 2 has been advertised as coming to Steam for a long time now. Heck, it already had a Steam page. In fact, you could already pre-order the game on Steam. That's great for the people that pre-ordered and wanted a Steam copy. However, they've now removed the game from Steam and are putting it exclusively on Epic Game Store and Uplay. My problem with this is it's being played off as competition with Steam. Bullshit. You do realize that paying off a company to be exclusive to your platform isn't competition. The Division 2 is no longer available on Steam, so there is no option for gamers. True competition is having a service available from multiple competing companies and the people having a choice between the two. There is no choice here. If you want to play The Division 2, you have to use the Epic Game Store, or I guess Uplay, but that's Ubisoft's own platform. There is no other option, therefore there is no competition. Epic isn't giving people an option of coming to their platform, they're trying to force people into using it because of exclusive games. If Ubisoft had just left the game on Steam and also put it on the Epic Game Store, I would have no problem. That would be true competition and would give people a choice of where to buy their game. That isn't what is happening. Epic is trying to get people on their platform with brute force by the way of exclusives, something I have never liked on PC. If it's an entire publisher having their own platform, like Origin for example, and the platform is actually good and has good policies, unlike Bethesda.net, which is a pile of garbage, I'm all for that. If someone like Epic wants to compete with Steam by having another game store that convinces people to use it through offering benefits to users, developers, and publishers, I'm all for that. What I'm not for is a company paying off third parties to be exclusive on their platform. I was hoping that Epic was going to use their multiple benefits to let developers and publishers come to their platform naturally, as I'm sure they would have. The reason why I see this in a different light than console exclusives is because the majority of console exclusives are developed by studios owned by the console manufacturer. They're developing their own games. That's why exclusives like Fortnite make sense. That's why exclusives like Counter-Strike make sense. It's third-party exclusives that piss me off, as it doesn't offer true competition or choice for gamers. It forces you to use that platform. I just wish that Epic took the high road and showed Steam that they're superior by having developers come to their platform without having to pay them off to do so. Just as they would have. I guarantee that. I also wish people would stop trying to play this off as creating competition to Steam, as it's not true competition if you're forced to use something. It's the only option. It's sort of like saying that Comcast is just being competitive by buying out regions in the States so they can be your only option. Steam can't compete with The Division 2 as it can no longer offer The Division 2. With all of that said, this will hopefully only mean a brighter future for Steam. And in the end of things, I actually think it's a good thing. Epic is trying to force Steam's hand to keep them competitive and to offer better services to their users. Hopefully what this means for the future of Steam is Valve will make the revenue share more fair for developers and publishers across the board. Not their bullshit sales-based tactic that only slightly benefits AAA games and is a big middle finger to indie developers. It needs to be a much larger share, and it needs to be the same across the board. We know Valve can afford to do this, as not only have we seen the 88-12 split with Epic Games, but we have even seen a 90-10 split on the Discord game store. And you have to keep in mind, Valve is also making a lot more money as they're selling a lot more copies. Valve needs to act quick before all the big publishers jump ship, as they will do so naturally, even without a big paycheck from Epic Games. Whether that be to go to their own platform or go to the Epic Game Store. Valve, you need to get your shit together, and you need to offer a better revenue share and make the big publishers stay. We've already lost EA, we've already lost Bethesda, we're losing Ubisoft, and we've also already lost Activision. If you don't act quick, the rest are gonna jump ship as well. Let me know your thoughts on all this down in the comment section below. Overall, I think it's a good thing, but it also kind of pisses me off, which I think is evident. So that's it for this video. If you enjoyed, please smack that like button down below, subscribe to join the good fight if you haven't already, and ring the bell icon to stay updated on all of my future videos. It'd be super greatly appreciated as always. And until next time, this is Epoxy, signing off.